Priscilla Presley, who was known as the godmother of the largest river steamship ever built, the American Queen, witnessed the deaths of three of the most important relatives in her life, including her husband, Elvis Presley, her daughter Lisa Marie Presley, and her grandson. Who can endure this pain like Priscilla? Nearly 80 years of Priscilla's life is summed up in tragic word. In this video, you will truly feel the pain she had to go through. Let's get started. From the beginning, Priscilla Presley's life took a tragic when she discovered the unsettling truth about her parentage. Raised under the loving care of her stepfather, Paul Beaulieu, she believed him to be her biological father for years. The revelation struck her when exploring a box of family memorabilia. She stumbled upon a poignant photograph. In it, her mother was captured with an unknown man, cradling an infant on her lap, and the inscription on the back read, "Mommy, Daddy, Priscilla." The shocking truth emerged. Lieutenant James Wagner, not Paul Beaulieu, was her biological father. He had tragically perished in a plane crash when Priscilla was just 6 months old. The weight of this revelation hung heavy, and Priscilla grappled with the profound impact it would have on her family. In her memoir, Elvis and Me, Priscilla recounted her mother's reaction to the discovery. To protect the sanctity of their family bonds, her mother suggested keeping the truth concealed from Priscilla's younger siblings, Michelle and Don. Respecting her mother's wishes, Priscilla guarded the secret for years. It wasn't until a family gathering, years later, that the delicate topic was broached, bringing the family closer together in their shared pain and understanding. Despite the tragedy, Priscilla found solace in a gold locket that once belonged to her mother, a gift from her late father. She wore it as a constant reminder of her father's presence, envisioning him as her guardian angel. Besides, the relationship between Elvis and Priscilla Presley also unfolded tragically, marked by a disconcerting age gap that casts a shadow over their dynamic. At the onset of their connection, Elvis was 24, while Priscilla was a mere 14, a stark contrast that raised uncomfortable questions. Compounding the unease was Elvis's reported fondness for Priscilla's youth, as he allegedly remarked to a friend that she was young enough that I can train her any way I want. In a piece penned for People in 1985, Priscilla provided insight into the complexities of their relationship. Elvis, influenced by his Southern upbringing, adhered to the notion of saving the right girl for marriage, with Priscilla cast in that role. However, the toll of this designation was palpable, as Priscilla disclosed how Elvis molded her into his ideal woman, dictating everything from her clothing to her hairstyle and makeup. During an interview on ITV's Loose Women, Priscilla shed light on the extent to which Elvis's world consumed hers. She revealed a poignant loss of normalcy in her teenage years as she adapted to his preferences and essentially lived his life. Choices in movies, music, and even places they visited were dictated by Elvis, leaving Priscilla with limited independence. The boundaries between their individual selves seemed to fade into oblivion, leaving Priscilla submerged in a sea of Elvis's influences. Her life became a reflection of his, a poignant testament to the sacrifices made in the name of love. Despite Priscilla's occasional fond recollections of Elvis, the underlying current hinted at a relationship that bore the scars of its own complexity. The veneer of glamour and stardom concealed a narrative of subtle suffering and quiet compromises. Priscilla Presley's journey into the world of celebrity, as the wife of the iconic Elvis Presley, was fraught with the harsh realities of fame. Early in their relationship, the newlyweds found themselves under the unrelenting gaze of the public, and Priscilla, in particular, felt the weight of external opinions bearing down on their love. Elvis's manager, Colonel Tom Parker, played a pivotal role in shaping the narrative of their relationship. He harbored reservations about Elvis having a steady girlfriend, and as a result, the couple attempted to shield their romance from the scrutinizing eyes of the world. However, The allure of this high-profile union proved too irresistible for tabloids, and the clandestine attempts to keep their love story private proved futile. Priscilla, in a moment of vulnerability at an event for her book Elvis and Me, disclosed the challenges she faced. The early days of their marriage were marked by difficulty, exacerbated by the relentless attention from the media. Speaking at the Graceland exhibit at Bendigo Art Gallery, she revealed the stress and strain caused by the tabloids' insatiable appetite for the details of their lives. "I knew what I was in for because I saw it at a very young age," Priscilla admitted, reflecting on the unavoidable pitfalls of being the wife of an international sensation. The media scrutiny became so intense that she began avoiding newspapers and magazines during routine trips to the grocery store. The viciousness of the rumors and speculations about her marriage added another layer of hardship. With a sense of exasperation, she recounted facing unfounded claims of pregnancy and marriage motivations, realizing the harsh reality that her personal life was fair game for public consumption. The once promising love story between Elvis and Priscilla Presley took a tragic turn, revealing a relationship marred by infidelity and heartbreak. Contrary to the facade of marital bliss, cracks began to appear after Priscilla gave birth to their daughter, Lisa Marie. Unbeknownst to her, Elvis harbored a deep-seated aversion to intimacy with women who had experienced childbirth, a revelation that shattered the foundation of their union. Priscilla's candid memoir, Elvis and Me, exposed the emotional turbulence that followed. Struggling with unmet physical and emotional needs, she poured her anguish into a diary entry, questioning her own womanhood as Elvis distanced himself. The aftermath of childbirth became a catalyst for the unraveling of their once passionate connection. Elvis, it seems, succumbed to the allure of extramarital affairs, betraying the vows he had taken. Priscilla, attempting to shield herself from the painful truth, acknowledged his infidelity, but struggled to accept the harsh reality. In a poignant reflection, she confessed, "I tried to turn my back on that, but I just didn't want to share him. Simple as that." The dichotomy between Elvis's desire for a family and his inability to remain faithful cast a shadow over the foundation of their marriage. Priscilla's recounting on Australia's 7 News laid bare the heartbreaking details, emphasizing Elvis's lack of fidelity. She grappled with the inherent contradiction in his yearning for marriage and family while remaining seemingly incapable of monogamy. The anguish of sharing her husband with others became an agonizing truth she couldn't escape. The narrative took a darker turn, with revelations about Elvis's liaison with actor Anne Margaret during the filming of Viva Las Vegas in 1963, a period that presumably overlapped with his courtship of Priscilla. The betrayal became a poignant symbol of Elvis's inability to commit, leaving Priscilla to navigate a relationship fraught with heartbreak and disillusionment. Priscilla found herself ensnared in Elvis's controlling grasp. In an interview with Loose Women on ITV, she bared the depths of her emotional turmoil, confessing that she had, at some point, lost herself in the suffocating grip of her iconic husband. It was not a lack of love that led Priscilla to the heartbreaking decision of divorce. In a poignant revelation, she declared Elvis to be the love of her life, acknowledging that her departure was not fueled by resentment, but by an insatiable need to reclaim her own identity. "I did not divorce him because I didn't love him. If anything, I left because, and I still loved him, I needed to find out what the world was like, really," she confessed, the echoes of a heart torn between love and self-discovery. The year 1972 marked the end of the Presleys' union, and it was during this tumultuous time that Priscilla sought solace in the arms of karate instructor Mike Stone, as unveiled in Elvis and Me. This clandestine affair, perhaps a symptom of the cracks in her marriage, hinted at a desire for liberation and a reprieve from the demanding nature of Elvis's world. Priscilla, in a later revelation to Ladies' Home Journal, unveiled that Stone's companionship offered a respite from the relentless demands of her former husband's life. Not long after, Elvis Presley's death left Priscilla Presley heartbroken. Despite the highs and lows in the tumultuous relationship between Elvis and Priscilla Presley, their profound love for each other remained palpable. Priscilla bared her emotions for her late ex-husband in a poignant interview with the Sydney Morning Herald, confessing, "I love him. I still love him. I've never not loved him. Ever." She candidly explained that the strain on their relationship was not due to a lack of love, but rather the demanding and challenging lifestyle they faced. The intensity of their connection endured despite the trials they encountered. The tragic turn of events unfolded when Elvis Presley met an untimely demise, leaving Priscilla devastated. Recounting the heart-wrenching moment in an interview with Entertainment Tonight, Priscilla described rushing to Elvis' location upon receiving the news. His lifeless body was discovered in his home, and the impact on Priscilla was immeasurable. She vividly recalled the overwhelming grief, especially the haunting cries of Elvis's father, etched into her memory. Decades later, Priscilla's grief still lingers, evident in her reflections during the 40th anniversary of Elvis's death. Speaking with E.T., she shared the enduring pain of that devastating time, emphasizing the profound impact not only on her life, but on the world. The loss of Elvis remains surreal and incomprehensible, as he continues to be an integral part of Priscilla's life, her daughter's life, and the lives of all those who were touched by his presence. Elvis Presley's tragic demise not only shattered the heart of Priscilla Presley, but also thrust her into a harrowing financial quagmire. Contrary to expectations, Priscilla did not inherit the legendary musician's wealth. Instead, she inherited the burden of Elvis's staggering multi-million-dollar debt. The Los Angeles Times reported that the federal government imposed a crushing inheritance tax of $10 million on Elvis's estate, pushing Priscilla into an overwhelming financial crisis. Elvis, despite his monumental success, left behind a mere $5 million in his account. However, this modest sum had to be divided between the original executor, Elvis's father Vernon Presley, and his widow Priscilla, as unconfirmed reports suggested. The burden of debt intensified as music royalties, a potential source of relief, flowed predominantly into the coffers of the RCA record label, leaving Priscilla with scant financial reprieve. Faced with this dire situation, Priscilla, driven by a resilient entrepreneurial spirit, embarked on a mission to extricate herself from the clutches of debt. In a bold move, she transformed Elvis Presley's cherished estate, Graceland, into a lucrative tourist attraction, meticulously preserving the icon's legacy. This endeavor marked the birth of Elvis Presley Enterprises, a testament to Priscilla's tenacity and strategic acumen in navigating the tumultuous waters of both grief and financial turmoil. The journey was arduous, but Priscilla's determination bore fruit. As of the latest accounts, Celebrity Net Worth estimates Priscilla's wealth at $50 million, showcasing her triumphant ascent from the depths of financial distress. Priscilla Presley raised Lisa Marie Presley as a grieving single parent. The tragic chapter of Priscilla Presley's life unfolded as she found herself thrust into the daunting role of a single parent, left to navigate the tumultuous waters of motherhood alone after the unexpected demise of Elvis Presley. The burden of grief weighed heavily on her shoulders, exacerbated by the revelation that, even in life, Elvis had not been the most involved father. In a poignant interview with The Guardian, Priscilla unveiled the struggles of attempting to domesticate a superstar, a task that proved elusive. "I could not domesticate Elvis, and I accepted that," she confessed. Faced with the void left by Elvis's occasional absence, Priscilla took on the responsibility of compensating for the shortcomings, driven by the realization that her daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, was a product of their union. "My God, this is a product of Elvis and me, and I'm going to be there for her," Priscilla declared, embracing the challenging role of a lone parent amid the shadows of grief. However, the mother-daughter relationship was not immune to conflict even after Elvis's passing. When Lisa Marie decided to marry Michael Jackson, Priscilla, driven by concern and a desire to shield her daughter from potential pitfalls, openly expressed her disapproval. The concerned mother, acknowledging her lack of subtlety, admitted to The Guardian, "At that point, the right thing to do would have been to bite my tongue, but I didn't bite my tongue." Tensions between Priscilla and Lisa Marie also surfaced due to Priscilla's affiliation with the Church of Scientology. Reports from Page 6 suggested that Priscilla may have bequeathed a portion of Elvis's estate to the controversial church, a decision that potentially strained the mother-daughter bond. Lisa Marie's subsequent departure from Scientology in 2014 marked a divergence from her mother's religious path, further complicating the intricate dynamics between them. In July 2020, tragedy struck the Presley family as Lisa Marie Presley, the daughter of legendary musicians Elvis and Priscilla Presley, lost her son. The devastating event claimed the life of Benjamin Q, a 27-year-old who, despite his youth, couldn't escape the clutches of despair. The weight of Benjamin's untimely death bore heavily on the family, particularly on Priscilla, who, grappling with the shock, poured her heart out on Facebook. In an emotional message, Priscilla Presley described the aftermath as some of the darkest days in the family's life, expressing the profound devastation they felt. She shared the pain of waking up each day, desperately hoping for improvement, only to be confronted by the harsh reality of loss. Her words carried the heavy burden of a mother watching her daughter, Lisa Marie, navigate the excruciating grief of losing a son, and witnessing the profound sorrow of Danny, Ben's father, who found himself adrift in the overwhelming void left by his only son. During this heartbreaking time, Lisa Marie retreated from social media, engulfed by the overwhelming sorrow that consumed her. Stepping into the void of her daughter's absence, Priscilla issued a statement, providing a glimpse into the shattered world of the Presley family. Lisa Marie, upon her return to Instagram in 2022, revealed the depth of her grief, acknowledging the absence of words to convey the pain she felt. In a poignant post, she described the mourning process as navigating through hideous grief that had obliterated her heart and soul. Her words painted a picture of a mother grappling with an agony so profound it threatened to engulf her entirely. Despite the passage of time, the Presley family continued to grapple with the aftermath of Benjamin's death. The tragedy cast a long shadow over Lisa Marie, who, in her post, highlighted the ongoing process of prioritizing her family amidst the relentless waves of grief. The pain, it seemed, was not something easily overcome, but rather a haunting specter that continued to shape their lives in profound and irrevocable ways. Just 3 years later, Priscilla Presley continued to watch her daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, leave this world. In a heart-wrenching interview with journalist Piers Morgan on Talk TV, she shared the unbearable pain of losing her daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, who passed away suddenly from a small bowel obstruction on January 12th at the age of 54. With tears streaming down her face, Priscilla expressed the profound emptiness that accompanies the loss of a child. "It's like a large part of your life is taken away," she lamented, her grief palpable in every word. The interview delved into the days leading up to Lisa Marie's tragic demise. Priscilla recounted a bittersweet night at the Golden Globes on January 7th, where they celebrated actor Austin Butler's Best Actor win for his portrayal of Lisa Marie's late ex-husband, Elvis Presley, in the biopic Elvis. However, Priscilla noted that her daughter seemed unwell during the event, expressing concern about her frail appearance. "She didn't look well that night," Priscilla recalled, her voice tinged with worry. Lisa Marie's request for a friend to hold her raised further alarms, as her usually high heels seemed to be causing her discomfort. Despite these signs, they enjoyed the evening, proud of the success of the film and the recognition it received. After the award ceremony, the mother-daughter duo headed to Chateau Marmont for a drink. Amidst laughter and giggles, they shared a light-hearted moment, stumbling on the staircase in their high heels. However, the joyous atmosphere took a tragic turn as Lisa Marie began experiencing severe abdominal pain. Priscilla described the heartbreaking moment when Lisa Marie revealed her discomfort, saying, "Mom, I have to go. My stomach really hurts." Despite expressing concern, Priscilla respected her daughter's wishes to leave. "We will get the cars now," she assured Lisa Marie. As they parted ways, Priscilla hugged her daughter, unaware that it would be their last embrace. "That hug was the last hug I gave her," she shared, her sorrow echoing in the memory of that final moment. In the harrowing aftermath of Lisa Marie Presley's death, Priscilla Presley found herself grappling with an unimaginable trifecta of loss. 2 days after the Golden Globes, a solemn call from Lisa Marie's ex-husband, Danny Keough, shattered any remnants of hope. Lisa Marie was in the hospital, and Priscilla was urged to rush to her side. The urgency in Danny's voice foreshadowed a devastating reality. Priscilla was too late. The anguish in Priscilla's voice echoed through her words as she spoke to Piers Morgan on Talk TV. "It was unbearable. I lost my mother. I lost my grandson. And I lost my daughter. It's still shocking that we don't have her." She uttered each loss a piercing wound, the weight of grief layered upon grief. The tragedy extended beyond Lisa Marie, encompassing the passing of her mother, Anna Iverson, in August 2021 at the age of 95, and the heartbreaking suicide of Lisa Marie's son, Benjamin Keough, at 27 in July 2020. The cascade of sorrow didn't end with mourning. It bled into the tangled complexities of Lisa Marie's estate. Priscilla, already burdened with an immeasurable grief, found herself entangled in a legal quagmire. Lisa Marie's will, amended in 2016, revealed a painful twist. Priscilla, once a co-trustee, was replaced by Lisa Marie's son, Benjamin, and daughter, Riley Keough. The aftermath unfolded in a contentious legal battle, further complicating the already profound sorrow. Just days after the memorial service, Priscilla's lawyers challenged the authenticity of the 2016 amendment, setting the stage for a legal showdown with Riley, Lisa Marie's 34-year-old daughter. The courtroom drama unfolded in Los Angeles, casting a shadow over the mourning process. The resolution came in the form of an amicable settlement in May, a fragile truce in the face of loss. Priscilla would receive a $1 million lump sum payment from Lisa Marie's $25 million life insurance policy. Riley, now the sole trustee of her mother's estate, would hold the reins to Graceland, the iconic symbol of Elvis Presley's legacy. Amidst the legal strife, Priscilla emphasized her love for Riley, a testament to the enduring bonds that tragedy hadn't severed. "I love her. We have always gotten along," Priscilla affirmed. The labyrinthine process of sorting out the will became a backdrop to the poignant acknowledgement of familial unity, a silver lining in the darkness. In Riley, Priscilla found solace and continuity, ensuring the family legacy would endure through the eyes of the next generation. Over the last few years, the Presley matriarch, burdened with the weight of sorrow, sought solace in liquidating familial spaces. In 2019, she listed her parents' once homely refuge, a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom haven, for a staggering $365 million. The echoes of familial laughter and shared moments are now silenced, replaced by the cold transactional dealings of the real estate market. A more significant chapter in this real estate saga unfolded in 2020, a year stained by tragedy and financial recalibration. Priscilla, in a bid to sever ties with the past, bid adieu to her 7-bedroom, 8.5-bathroom mansion in the prestigious enclave of Beverly Hills. The opulent residence, once a symbol of affluence, was relinquished for a hefty sum, $13 million. The corridors that once echoed with life's symphony now stood empty. The mansion's walls, witness to both joy and sorrow, echoing only with silence. In the aftermath of these transactions, Priscilla found herself nestled in a new abode, a $4.8 million penthouse in the coveted neighborhood of Century City. However, even amidst the glossy facade of opulence, the shadows of loss and heartbreak lingered. Recently thrust into the limelight once again, Priscilla faced two divergent facets of life, one characterized by triumph, the other by adversity. The not-so-great dimension of her recent prominence was encapsulated in a legal entanglement with her granddaughter, Riley Keough, a scion of the Presley lineage. The legal battle unfolded in the wake of the tragic passing of Lisa Marie in January 2023, adding another layer of complexity to an already tumultuous period. Priscilla, seeking resolution amidst grief, initiated legal proceedings against Riley. The dispute, rooted in familial strife, threatened to mar the Presley legacy. However, before the legal quagmire could deepen, a bittersweet resolution emerged. Priscilla, perhaps seeking closure in more ways than one, settled with Riley for a reported $1.4 million. Additionally, an undisclosed sum would be disbursed over the next decade, a financial acknowledgement of familial ties strained but not severed. What do you think about Priscilla Presley's unfortunate life? Leave us your comments in the section below. We hope you have found this helpful video. Don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you like it. Thank you for watching this, and see you in the next videos. Goodbye.